fans were floored in 2004 when David Beckham's former PA, Rebecca Loos, claimed they'd had a hot and heavy affair while he was living in Madrid. Wife Victoria Beckham was back in the UK with their children when Loos alleged the torrid affair took place. Now, in David's new Netflix documentary, Beckham, he and Victoria have opened up about his supposed infidelity, which he has always denied, and the challenging time it brought. There were some horrible stories that were difficult to deal with. It was the first time that me and Victoria had been put under that kind of pressure in our marriage, says David, 48, who branded the claims ludicrous. And former Spice Girl Victoria, 49, admits it was the lowest point in their marriage. 100%. It was the hardest period for us. Because it felt like the world was against us. And here's the thing, we were against each other, if I'm being completely honest. You know, up until Madrid sometimes it felt like us against everybody else. But we were together. We were connected. We had each other. But when we were in Spain, it didn't really feel that we had each other either. And that's sad. I can't even begin to tell you how hard it was and how it affected me. David adds, when I first moved to Spain it was difficult because I've been part of a club and a family for my whole career from the age of 15 to I was 27 years old. I get sold overnight. The next minute I am in a city. I don't speak the language. More importantly, I didn't have my family. The couple went on a make-or-break trip in April 2004 to the French ski resort of Courchevel, footage of which is also shown in the Candid documentary. David describes their marriage was as a feeling of drowning as he explains, every time that we woke up we felt there was something else and I think we both felt at the time that we were, not losing each other, but drowning. There were some days that I would wake up and think, how am I going to go to work? How am I going to walk onto that training pitch? How am I going to look as if nothing's wrong? I felt physically sick every day. When I opened my eyes, how am I going to do this? When the director asks how they survived, Beckham adds, I don't know how we got through it in all honesty. Victoria is everything to me. To see her hurt was incredibly difficult. But we are fighters. And at that time we needed to fight for each other, we needed to fight for our family. And what we had was worth fighting for. But ultimately it's our private life. Rebecca hit the headlines when she sold her story to the now-defunct News of the World in 2004. Rebecca described herself as David's second wife and made a number of TV and public appearances after making the allegations, including Celebrity Love Island and The Farm. Asked about what sparked the alleged affair, she claimed it began after a night out when they really hit it off. It was the first time, we were just locked into each other all night conversation-wise. We just connected. People noticed it. She alleged that when the idea of group drinks back at a hotel were floated, David told her, why don't we just lose the rest and why don't we just go back together? Admitting she knew he was a married man and that she was worried about jeopardizing her job, she shared her reason for agreeing. In an interview for Sky TV she said, I gave him a look I was very surprised, very taken aback. I said, off in a joking manner. But there was a look and he was still looking at me and I was looking at him. I think one of the girls we were with came up and sat between us. I think the chemistry between David and I was so strong. I think the chemistry between David and I was so strong and people were not happy because I was being very unprofessional and he's a married man. Then it dawned on me what he had asked me, and I decided I did want to go back with him, so we gave each other a look and paid the bill and left. I couldn't wait to be alone with him, and I knew he felt the same. We dropped off the other two people in the car and started kissing quite passionately all the way back to the hotel. It was like magnets, pretty amazing.